So the video that I made about MrBeast being canceled for simply being rich, I guess gained a lot of traction because this like publishing company picked it up and they pretty much just dropped a whole article agreeing with what I was saying, and it just felt really cool because your boy made it into like an article, like what? But with that being said, we're gonna talk about people who are still trying to cancel MrBeast, and here's the context, okay? So last night, MrBeast posted a picture on his Instagram account of him and his two friends at a dinner table with the caption, "Have you ever wondered what a $100,000 golden ice cream tastes like? Well, go watch the new video to find out." You know, just typical MrBeast antics. Again, like nothing at all wrong with that Instagram post. But I suppose that we have some financial experts in the comment section of this Instagram post because a couple people were upset with how MrBeast was spending his own money. For instance, a comment like this that says, "Ever wondered what $100,000 could do for some hungry kids? Have some sense of heart." So anybody who watches MrBeast even a little bit or knows about what this guy does can immediately see the flaws in a comment like that, because it's pretty much saying, oh yeah, imagine giving away the $100,000 to people who are starving. Like, okay, he doesn't have to imagine because that's what he does a lot of the time. You know, it's crazy when stuff like this happens, right? Because MrBeast got his fame from giving away money and being super charitable, so now whenever he isn't doing that in a video and maybe wants to use his money for a challenge or something, people say things like, OMG, you're wasting money, you're not being a philanthropist for like the first time in 5 videos. Which, I'm gonna be honest, probably makes MrBeast not want to give away money, because whenever he gives away large amounts of money, he sets the bar really high. So in the next video, if he just doesn't want to give away money for whatever reason, because, you know, he doesn't have to give away money, people just get super cranky. And a lot of the comments on this Instagram post just literally prove what I'm trying to say. For instance, we got this guy saying, "See, now you're just being cruel. There's tons of people barely making it by, and I'm sure they don't want to see you spoiling yourself even though it's great content." I mean, if you don't want to watch this guy eat the ice cream, then don't. Like, if it makes you upset that MrBeast has money and is spending it as he chooses, then you just don't have to watch MrBeast. You don't gotta go and cancel him for having money. I mean, I feel like that's a pretty obvious point to make, where it's just like, okay, if you don't like the content, then simply don't watch it. But for some reason, the people who are trying to cancel MrBeast and the people who don't like MrBeast need to take it to this weird extreme where they start blaming MrBeast for the fact that people are starving. Like, I can confidently say that MrBeast isn't flying his private jet over to the Republic of Congo and stealing food from the native villagers. Like, him making challenges where he spends a lot of money isn't coming at the expense of, like, other people, dude. It's his own money that he's earned. He's not, like, going up to homeless people and stealing their cups of change and using that toward his videos. Like, he's just not doing that. So I seriously have trouble wrapping my head around why so many people think that he's, like, this devil. And some of the other people who are upset with MrBeast are literally just upset with him because he's not giving them his own money. No, like, you seriously can't make this up. Look at this. Like, this one says, "At MrBeast, I really could that money to help my mom with the house she's purchasing and towards me and my siblings' education, and much more." Like, I just can't get over that. Like, how is that MrBeast's problem at all? Like, your mom is copping a new crib and you're expecting MrBeast to not only recognize you in the Instagram comments, but to somehow swoop in like a superhero and buy your mom her house? And on top of that, you want MrBeast to pay for your education and your brother's education and more? Like, what? Yeah, I'm assuming you also want MrBeast to pay for your groceries for the rest of your life, and also, you know, tuck you into bed at night, read you a bedtime story, pretty much just do everything for you for your entire life. I don't know, man, it's just like a certain level of entitlement from these comments here. Like, the fact that you just watch MrBeast and somehow expect him to just, like, give you money is absurd. I mean, usually it's the other way around when you think about it, right? Like, why do people donate to Twitch streamers? It's because they like their content, because, you know, the Twitch streamers are supplying them with entertainment, but for some reason with MrBeast, people view it the other way. Instead of people donating to MrBeast because he's a content creator, people expect MrBeast to donate to them. And homie, if you don't think that's strange and just backwards, it's weird. It's just weird. Next comment here says, "Damn, bro, this guy really just loves wasting money when he could be using it for actual good quality content. Lately, he been slacking." It's like, dog, it's not your money. Like, honestly, focus on your own bread. It's just ridiculous. Like, he's not wasting your money. He's not robbing you and dropping the bread on like some drugs or something. Like at the end of the day, right, the MrBeast YouTube channel is a business, right? And in order to make money from your business, you have to put some money into your business, and that's what he does, okay? For all the people who think that he's being selfish by not, you know, giving away the 100 grand to like charity or something, just think of it as like a business move, okay? Like the MrBeast business would literally go broke if he gave away all his money to charity. Like I agree that charity work is good, and it's really nice that MrBeast does that on his channel. Like I'm really happy that he's a big creator who gives a large majority of his earnings to charity and gives it back to the community. But the fact that people like that just have a meltdown if he doesn't just give to charity every single video on the channel is just absurd, and the expectations are unrealistic. And like I said, homie, it's not even your bread that's being spent. Like, why do you care so much, dude? You're not this guy's like secretary, you're not his financial advisor. The time that you're spending whining about this guy spending money in ways that you don't find favorable, you could be outside working a job, getting the bread for yourself, and deciding how you want to spend it. Like again, you got people saying stuff like, not to be rude, but that money that you just spent on ice cream could have gone to someone in need of money. Oh really? I'm sure he didn't think of that before he did the challenge. Like what a crazy nuanced opinion you provided. It's almost like MrBeast understand that that's a good use of his money and like does that on other videos. You know, the thing that I find so crazy about all these comments that are upset with how MrBeast is spending his money, it's like these guys have never seen those like tech channels that literally just destroy iPhones and get massive amounts of laptops and stuff and set them on fire for content. Like those channels literally just don't give to charity. They literally just like get a bunch of iPhones and just crush them or just find new ways to destroy them. And people are more upset that MrBeast isn't giving to charity every single video than they are at these channels that just break technology. What happens if you shoot an iPhone 6? I don't know, man. I don't know, man. What's gonna happen if you shoot an iPhone 6? Crazy guess, I think it'll break. Crazy guess, it might not work. Yeah, I don't know, man. People are just weird that they don't find an issue with this kind of content, but they'll go out of their way to comment stuff on MrBeast posts. Like this last comment that we're gonna look at just goes into a page-long meltdown about how MrBeast needs to give this guy money. It's amazing how people get so much money off of YouTube, and there's so many starving people in the world. My dad has cancer. I'm nearly dead because I've been bullied all my life to the point of suicide. I've worked all my 22 years of life and spent all my money on weed to try to make me feel better. Don't get me wrong, MrBeast, you change people's lives, but there were so many more ways you could help. Spending 100K on ice cream just to see how it goes and much more for views is not good. I know what you do for people, it changes their lives. Just think about how that 100K could have changed someone else's life instead of spending it on ice cream. My time is nearly up on this planet, and who knows where I'm gonna go next? Who knows and who cares? When I'm gone, and when someone's still here, promise me you'll get the money to proper use. You'll get more views about helping people without eating ice cream. Alright, yeah, I just gotta stop right there, because just reading that is actually giving me brain rot. Like, I literally can't read that anymore. First of all, it's so obvious that this person's lying. Like, it's just so obvious. This dude is literally like, oh, I'm depressed, my dad has cancer, please give me money, MrBeast, please, pretty please. Like, no, dude, I can see through your bullshit. And on top of that, earlier in this little paragraph that you made up, you say, like, I just spend all my money on weed. Why is MrBeast gonna give you money if you literally just said that you're just gonna spend it on drugs? Are you, like, your lies don't even make sense. I mean, dude, if you're gonna e-beg in the MrBeast Instagram comment section, at least do it how the first guy did it. Be like, yeah, I mean, you should give me money so I can afford an education or something. You know, while it's still completely dumb and MrBeast will definitely not give you any money, at least it makes more sense than asking MrBeast for drug money. Like, are you kidding me? But yeah, that about wraps it up for this video. If you guys enjoyed, be sure to drop a like and sub if you're new. Thanks to all my channel members for helping me make the content that I want to make. Go comment down potato if you made it to the end of this video, and I'll go heart your comments. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.